Welcome to the channel, everyone. Thank you for joining. My name is Aaron Michael Perez, the Transparent Angler. I just want to start this out by saying that I am a member of Salt Strong, and the app that we are currently looking on the screen at is Smart Fishing Spots. Now, this channel was started in response to some requests that I've had about breaking down some areas and some access points in the upper Texas coast region. Now, the easiest way for me to do this, of course, was to post these on YouTube. There will be on the water content coming soon. I don't want to get into that right now. Spot dissection videos, they're easy for me to put together. It's quick, probably take me a day or two to put something out. So this is where I'm at right now. So in the future, you might see some on the water content maybe in like the next couple of months, but we'll see. Let's start with East Matagorda Bay. I had a request come in leaving Matagorda Harbor into East Matagorda Bay. Now, the best way to fish this body of water is going to be by a boat. You can do it in a kayak. There are some kayak launch spots down the side of the road here that lead into these back marsh cuts that you can really get up in here too. I've done it a couple of good times, and there are big trout to be caught in these waters, just to let you know. Good redfish, flounder. That's really the big three that you're going to see through here. 3 Mile Cut is another kayak access spot, but I recommend a 4-wheel drive vehicle coming through here. This sand is very loose. Watch your tide movement. It doesn't move too much, but just be aware of where the water line is. Speaking of tide movement, Matagorda Bay does not have a lot of tide movement. We can look at any given day here in this, and I mean, this is not a lot of water movement. Matagorda is really wind driven. See, there's not, I mean, that's half a foot at most. So keep that in mind when you're out here, that the wind is really going to play an effect on current in this bay system. The ICW is dredged pretty well. You could also get in over here with a kayak and cross Caney Creek and come in this way. This is a pretty good deep cut. Just be aware that the current moves through here pretty well. You can wade all of this right here. It's hard sand bottom. So let's talk about boat access now that we're out of kayaks. Leaving Matagorda Harbor through the first cut, since it is wintertime right now, and this bay probably got pretty cold last night. It is the 6th of January 2025. Last night we had 30-degree temperature changes that probably made this water a little bit cold. I would focus a lot of my attention on this north shoreline right here. Rock bottom in some areas, there's some oyster and some shell, but this is all wade able water. Most of Matagorda Bay is wade able water. This little drain out right here, you see I have one of my tags. This is a really good spot right here. As you can see, there's a little pole dot right here. That's usually where I would start my wade and work my way through to this here. I would probably pin out maybe over here somewhere and work my way to it. Just be aware of your footing. There is some mud pocket area in this bay system. If you get a good wind, come along this shoreline here. It's not too much protection, but it's enough to help break the turbid effect that wind will give some of that water here. If the wind is really pulling in out of the north, I would go ahead and kick all the way down the ICW to these small islands out here. Work these sand flats, live oak, dressing point's a pretty good area. A lot of these bars out here, this is going to heat up way quicker out here. There's nothing to really stop the sun from getting down to the bottom here. It's sandy, muddy, so you're going to get a pretty good hold of fish concentrating around these points. Alright, so let's talk lures. Paddle tails kind of really reign supreme out here in East Matagorda Bay. A lot of guys throw down south lures, 2.0s, mulligans. This water stays kind of tannic. It will clean up a little bit with a good north wind pushing a lot of this out, but it really does stay kind of dirty in Matagorda Bay. Darker presentation, maybe more natural, something maybe with some pop, maybe Fred. A lot of guys throw corkies out here, soft irons. They have a lot of success with them. Paul Brown wasn't playing around when he made those. He knew what he was doing. So shrimp imitation lures do work. I would go with something like a prawn, something natural prawn. A lot of the guys out here are using voodoo pre-rigs. I don't like using pre-rig shrimp. I like being able to change up the weight. 1/16 weedless over to a 1/8 jig head. I usually throw an open jig head in these waters. So yeah, man. Anything else y'all guys want to know? Please don't hesitate to ask. Again, thanks for joining me on the channel. I know it's the first video. It's a little rough. But I look forward to making more, and I'm excited about doing this, guys. So, again, thank you, and catch you on the next one.